Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. I got some tea for y'all. I'm dropping some gems for y'all today because I know how hard it is when you're trying to study to take your notary exam and you just can't figure out if you're studying correctly, if you're learning what you need to learn, and if you're going to pass the test. So if you're in that space where you finish your course and now you're on the road to studying so that you can take your test, stay tuned and I'm going to let you know what I found to be on the test. Mind you, I have took the test already, so I know what's on there, sis. So pay attention. I got you. I just want to say I did not know that this was there before I took the test. And the whole time I was taking the test, I was like, why is nobody talking about what's on the test? Why is nobody talking about what they studied to get on the test? Like, I'm searching, and everybody's very vague what their experience was and what they saw on the test. I mean, it's not like we're taking pictures of the booklet and showing people, but you could at least try to remember you sat down and took the test. What was some of the questions? I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to put in a screen right here so you guys could see what the testing center put on there. I did not know that they already put how many questions was on the test and how many in each category. Like, say, fees and fees. There are 10 questions about fees. There are 5 questions about jurats. There are 5 questions about acknowledgments. There are 5 questions about whatever and whatever. They had that right there, and I did not know that. So I was kind of stressing myself out before then. But let me take you guys to show you guys. I'm going to show y'all exactly what it said was on the test. So bam, that just lets you know right there um, exactly what you need to be knowledgeable on. Now, how did I study? I'm gonna tell you how I studied. I'm also gonna link the questions that I studied because there was a link that I found that had about 143 practice questions, and it basically just quizzed me on a lot of different stuff, as far as fees and definitions and disciplinary actions and all that type of stuff. So it had all those questions, and I would just go over it daily. Before I started to study, I would go over those practice questions daily so that I could kind of like try to remember, or just try to like gauge and find out exactly if I was learning what I needed to learn or not, and where I was at in, being knowledgeable about what I was studying. So some of the things that you're going to need to study, you need to print out the Secretary of State notebook. That's a must. I feel like this was very vital in my studying. Also, along with Easy Notary class, their course, they have a speed run. I felt like this was very useful for me when I was, just had a quick run to go run some errands. I would play that in my car or whatever. I'm going to say, once you go through the course, don't try to sit there and try to go through the course again. For me and the course that I took, they had a speed run, and the speed run was perfect because it detailed told you exactly what was important and what was on it. So this is exactly how I studied. After I finished my course, I printed out the Secretary of State notebook for notary. I'll link that below too. And I'm in California, so the link that I'll have is to the California handbook. But I took the time after I finished that course to read that book. The notebook, you guys, is no more than, I believe, 54 to 60 pages. I believe it's more like 55 pages. it's not long. So just imagine you taking 10 pages a day to read and take notes. And so what I did was, there's a section, it's section off. So I had index cards, and I would read a section, whether it was about jurats, and I would take notes on it on my index card. So whatever that section was about, I would write that on the front of the index card. On the back, I would write the definition and things, that basically everything in my own words, so that I could remember it better. And I will also write, what was the penalty, and what would you be charged with, or all of the disciplinary actions if you had not carried out that jurat or that acknowledgement, or you did not have the right witnesses, or you did not have the right IDs. I wrote that along with on the index cards, with whatever section it goes with. Okay, so I did that, and I'm telling you, it took me like 2 days. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, my time to study that worked for me was like 11 to 1 at night, because the kids were sleeping. In the morning when I woke up, I was in a rush to get out, school drop-offs, work, whatever. So in the middle of the night, between 11 to 1, I would just get up for a couple of hours, and I would just read and knock that mess out. I'm telling you. So once I finished all my cards, I had my cards to study with every night. I did my practice questions to study with every night. And that basically, I was very confident when I sat at that test. The day of the test, the whole time there and waiting, I was listening to that speed run that Easy Notary class gives you. And so I just listened to that over and over that day. On the way there, I didn't even pick up my cards unless there was something that like I really needed to know. But I was very confident at that point that I pretty much studied everything that I need to study. So really, me reading a handbook made everything click. The videos, I was a little bit confused going through the class. I was trying to learn everything. It was in the beginning. I was doing practice questions. But when I read the Notary handbook, everything just clicked. Everything started making sense. I started to understand everything, So I do want to say one of the big things before I leave you guys off, and please ask me any questions. I'm going to drop my email down below if you have any questions about studying tactics, and maybe you're wondering if something is on the test or if it isn't. Whatever it is, I'll put my email in the description box below too. But something I want you guys to take away from this is, when you're studying, you have to know what is your way of learning. Okay, you have auditory learners, you have visual learners, there's different types of ways that people learn. So figure out what it is and what is the best way that you learn. So when you're studying, that's how you're studying. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So if you notice yourself reading, you're going over this over and over, but you feel like it's not clicking, then maybe you need to start writing. Maybe you need to start reading something and maybe writing it in your own words, making index cards. Okay, maybe you need to stand up and start visualizing and seeing things and all that type of stuff when you're studying. So don't just conform to one way of study. Just think in your head, what was the way when I was in school that I would study? How would I pass my test? Or even Google ways. So I feel like I was all over the place, y'all. I really do. But even though I feel like I was all over the place, I do feel like I touched on some key notes, and I really want you guys to get in the comment section below. Let's talk. Anybody who has taken a test, if you could think of it, drop it in the comment section below. If has questions about something, drop that in the comment section below. Like, let's help each other. It's enough money out here for all of us to eat. This is an industry that not a lot of people are breaking into or have even broken into, but put it down for later or not even thinking about it. There's so many people out here with notary certificates and they can officially work and they're sitting on it. They're not using it. So I feel like this is a very lucrative business. And, let's help each other. Let's network with each other. Let's mentor each other. Let's share what we're learning in the process. And so, yeah, I hope you guys found this video very useful. If you did, please like and subscribe this video. And if you guys want to see another video, maybe on, I don't know, whatever else, just hit me up and I'll make another video on my journey to becoming a loan signing agent. See you guys later.